Hello again. It's been a while since I last did a film review, but then I saw Pitch Perfect 2 and thought, you know what, I think I'll start them up again. Pitch Perfect 2 was directed by Elizabeth Banks, who you may know from Scrubs, and she also plays Gail in the film, one of the two commentators, alongside John Higgins. In the first Pitch Perfect, she was one of the producers and directed a few bits of the film, but this time around she's taking the helm as director and doing a really good job at it. All the main cast are back, including Anna Kendrick, Rebel Wilson, Tyler Astin, Adam Levine. There's a whole host of new characters, which really does help expand the world. The first film was mostly set in that college campus, but this film goes above and beyond and does so much more. The film is just so much bigger. The set pieces are insane and it looks really cool, and there are just some really good performances in this film. And the film included so many songs that I know and ones that I didn't think would be in a film like this. The way Pitch Perfect 2 starts is very familiar. If you've seen the first one, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it soon turns around and goes in a completely new direction. The Bellas, after a humiliating incident in front of the President of the United States, get banned from their competition, and the only way they can get back in is to win at the World Championships, something they say America has never done. Their main competition turns out to be a German collective of musicians who are just incredible. Their set pieces are also amazing. Their music and their set pieces are just incredible, and they are more than a match for the Bellas, who for some reason have lost their sound and lost their ability to work together. Anna Kendrick's character Becca is doing a lot of in this film. She's working as an intern. Her boss is T from Key and Peele, which is just incredible. He has some really good lines and his humour is on point, and it would have been nice to see a little bit more of him. Another person that we get to see in this film is Snoop Dogg. He only makes a short appearance, but hey, it was quite cool to see a bit there, and this helps to advance her character and the overall plot. Now, there is a bit in the film where they do go to a retreat to find their voice, and when I've seen other reviews, I've talked about this point and why it's in there, and it doesn't do a whole lot for the overall plot, but by the end of it, it makes sense, it makes it interesting. Just some of it is a bit unnecessary and takes away from the overall point of the film. There is a cool sort of mash-up battle scene in the film as well, kind of like in the first one, where they're in the swimming pool sort of area, but so much better. And even some members of the NFL team, the Green Bay Packers, make their own cameo appearance in this film, which I thought was really cool. They have their own cool moment, and while it would have been nice to see a bit more from them, that scene was pretty cool and worked really well. It's clear at that point that the Bellas are in trouble and they need help, which is what the retreat bit is for. One of the new members of the film is Hailee Steinfeld, who plays Emily, a new member of the Bellas, a legacy from a previous generation of the group. And she has some interesting stuff to film. She's a good actress, she works well with the rest of the cast, and even has a little bit of a love interest with Benji, who does a little bit more in this film. Speaking of love interests, Rebel Wilson's character Fat Amy has a little bit with Bumber, who have their own little bit of back and forth throughout the first and second films, and they finally get to a point where they're going to go for it together in this film, which I thought was quite a cool point and added a lot more to Rebel Wilson's character. There is so much humour in this film in all different shapes and sizes from different perspectives and in different ways. You've got Rebel Wilson being Rebel Wilson, you've got a little bit of dry humour, a little bit of dark stuff. Now, the whole point of the film was to get them ready for the World Championships, and that's what they spend the most of the film doing. The actual championships themselves only make up a small part of the film, and the ending was just incredible. It looked amazing, it sounded good, and lots of great songs. And it is definitely worth a watch. If you like the first one, then you'll definitely love this, and if you haven't seen it either, I would definitely recommend that you do. If you have, let me know what you thought of it in the comments, leave a like. Why not even subscribe to see more of my film reviews? I know I haven't done any film reviews for a little while, so I'm going to try and get back into the habit of it. And last of all, I just want to say thank you for watching. My name's Hayward, and I'll see you again real soon.